It's Friday Night Live with Vince, pregame, postgame show. Your destination for top high school football previews and wrap-ups with Vince and his team. Buckle up and hang on for Friday Night Live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Friday Night Live pregame show, Halloween edition. My name is Vince DeLisio, joined by some amazing reporters, journalists that are joining us here, co-hosting tonight. Not only that, but as well as our field team at every game that we've covered the last couple of days and that we are covering. I think you're going to enjoy it. You'll enjoy the reporting and their take on things. So let me start off with our co-host today, starting with Jasmine Dickmans from Tempe, Arizona. Jasmine, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. I am ready. Turn the reins over to another host last week, Manav Gupta, and it's fun to be back in the chair for this week and to preview a bunch of great games, especially on Halloween. And then out in Goodyear, Arizona, Ethan Troll. Ethan, where are you at exactly?
I'm at Desert Edge High School, which is ranked 5th in the state when it comes to overall rankings, and they're also ranked top of 5A. And they invited me out to the game, and so I'm hosting with you guys and watching a free game. It's going to be awesome. We're facing Millennium tonight.
Actual invite. You'll have to give us kind of a little preview, a little off-the-cuff preview of what to expect from both teams out there tonight. I'm sure you've done your homework and you're very close to that program out there. So great job by Desert Edge, and looking forward to hearing more. And Jasmine, tell us what you're up to these days.
I'm busy covering some games for us and also being in a pool practicing every day. But I'm very excited for today.
As a member of the ASU water polo team, and so you've been balancing quite a bit between working with our team and working with your own team out in Tempe. So amazing. With that being said, let's kick things off, and we are going to head up to Sacramento, California, and let's go ahead and welcome him in right now. Take it away.
Hi, Rodolfo. How are you doing tonight?
Good, Jasmine. How's it going?
Good. Tell me, what games will you be looking for tonight?
Well, there's actually plenty of competitive games today. Well, the top teams of this region here in Sacramento played the majority of the games yesterday, but there are also very good games today, such as Oak Ridge against Rockland High School. They're very, very solid teams, and two of the top teams around this area, and they face off today. Very important game because as we approach the playoffs, both of these teams are looking to get in. And another one will be Folsom High School and Granite Bay High School, both competitive teams as well, and they're getting ready for the postseason as well.
What are you looking out for tonight? What are you expecting from these teams? Tell me a little bit more.
Absolutely. Well, we're looking for both of these games are very important because it will set up in the standings where the teams will play and where the sections where the teams will be matching. Because here you don't play the same teams from the region, you play different teams from other parts of California. So it gets very interesting. It's a bracket based on your league and how it went and your record overall, and that's how teams get to play other teams from California, but completely different parts of the state. So this is a very important week for these teams. Most of these teams are very on the top in terms of their record, but we'll see where they fall in the standings when it comes to the playoffs.
That sounds amazing. Great. Thank you so much, Rodolfo, for this little preview of what you'll be watching out for. Very excited to hear more and look out for those exciting games. Especially since they're
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you. We'll turn it over to Ethan, who will talk about with JR.
Well, we have JR coming up next here. JR, you're out in Eastern Texas right now. What are some games that we're going to be looking forward to and some players to keep an eye on?
So the games that I am looking at are tonight. You got West Sabine, which is actually located in Pineland. They have already clinched a playoff berth. However, they're playing now to determine seeding, and they're playing West Hardin, who is going to be a difficult opponent because they have a pretty decent record as well. But they need to win in order to stay in the playoffs. So we're going to see how that goes. And then on down in Silsbee, Jasper is taking on Silsbee. Jasper ain't been doing too good this year. However, Silsbee must win tonight to have any shot to stay in the playoffs. They got to win next week as well. As far as players now down in Silsbee, you got Jacaleb Johnson. He's a quarterback down there. And we'll be watching him because he's this year passed for 897 yards for 11 touchdowns. He's got close to a 60% completion rate, and he's rushed 25 carries for 681 yards and 3 touchdowns on that.
That's awesome. So can I ask you about this week's video for the halftime special? What did you do for that?
That's an excellent lead in there, Ethan. For this week, okay, so the game between Silsbee and Jasper is over a century of rivalry. The first one was in 1922, the very year that Jasper, the school, was founded. So these two have been going at each other. Historically, Jasper is up by some, the records differs, but it's over 40 versus Silsbee, which is over 30 to the mid 30s. So, I mean, historically, it's going to be a close game. It's a rivalry game. Just one of the oldest in Deep East Texas.
Sounds great. Thank you so much, JR, and have a good rest of your night.
All right, you too, man. We'll see each other
All right,
around.
Jasmine, who do we have up next? Who are you going to be talking to next?
We have Matt McCord, currently at Horizon High School. Matt, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you, Jasmine?
Good, thank you. So Horizon has some pretty talented players on their roster. What are you hoping to see from them tonight?
Well, tonight's senior night, and they're actually doing their senior ceremony right now, so it's kind of cool. They have a really special running back who's graduating this year named Brody Zamorano, and he's very good, one of the best running backs in the state, to be honest. And, he's graduating along with their quarterback, Puma, and a lot of other players, so should be a special night.
And considering it's senior night and they also come from a little bit of a losing streak, how important is this game for Horizon, and how eager do you think they are to show it?
Horizon needs to win this game because they're trying to make the 5A region playoffs, and they're playing a Chaparral team who is 3-6. It's been a rough season, so this is a must-win game for Horizon. Just take care of business, and they'll be in the playoffs, no doubt about it. So that's the deal tonight. Hopefully, we get a big Horizon win.
Thank you so much. Keep us updated.
Yep.
The game. Have a good night. Ethan, we'll turn it over to you again. Who do you have on the call right now?
Well, up next we have Dane Palmer going to the Desert Mountain and NPD game right now. How you doing? How you doing, Dane?
I'm doing good, man. We're ready to get things started over here, kind of like out there in Horizon. It's senior night. It's a camo out here at Notre Dame Prep, and yeah, Desert Mountain just showed up. They're getting out there for warm-ups. They look clean. They got the all-white jerseys on, so look good, play good. Look good, feel good, play good. Is what they say. Desert Mountain's playing by those rules right now.
That's awesome. Well, speaking of Desert Mountain, they were on a 6-game win streak heading into this game, and that got snapped by Horizon. And Notre Dame Prep is coming in on a 2-game losing streak. So both of these teams are coming in with chips on their shoulders. What's going to be the outlook tonight?
Yeah, it's been kind of a tough season for Notre Dame Prep, like you said. Record's just not really there for them. And yeah, last week, a really tough loss for Desert Mountain. They were on such a hot streak. But tonight, I think everything's just going to rely on the run game. It's kind of how it goes with this Desert Mountain team. It's that run game, the 1-2 punch with Easton Connor and Ryan Craddy has been pretty unstoppable this year. They struggled a little bit with Horizon, but yeah, that's just going to open up the passing game, and this Notre Dame Prep defense has really struggled at times this season. So I would expect the Wolves to run the football a ton in this one and try to get it done in the trenches.
Awesome. One more question for you. who's someone to watch out for tonight?
Yeah, I think, like I was saying, these running backs, I mean, Easton Connor and Ryan Craddy, it's hard to pick one of them because they share reps so evenly. But these two guys are absolutely electric. So tune in. Game starts at 7. Come watch. Should be a good one. Get in here, watch these guys hopefully show out and put some highlights on the old YouTube for you guys.
That's awesome. Have fun at the game tonight. Thank you so much, Dane. Have a good one.
All right, thank you guys. Good luck.
Of course. Jasmine, all you. Who's up next?
We have Patrick up next, all the way from Houston.
Winter guard for 1 year.
Good evening. How you doing?
Hey, Jasmine, I'm doing great.
So tell me a little about this. This is a playoff game. What are you expecting? What are the excitements?
It's definitely going to be a very good game. It's going to be a very good game. Tonke Verde and Tonopah Valley, it's the first round of the playoffs for both of these teams. It's definitely going to be very interesting to see what happens in this game because Tonke Verde had an amazing regular season. They're 8-2 in the regular season, whereas Tonopah Valley didn't do so well and just barely got into the playoffs, and they are just 4-5 on the season for the regular season. So it's going to be very interesting to watch. I'm expecting Tonke Verde to be absolutely dominant because obviously they have the better record, but I would be very surprised if Tonopah Valley puts up a fight and is able to hold off Tonke Verde, upset them, and advance to the next round.
Yeah, it is a playoff game, so anything can happen, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, thank you so much, Patrick. Keep us updated, and guys, please tune in for this game. So next up, we're gonna roll into commercials, but we'll be right back after that with more stuff for you guys. So please stay tuned.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat. APAC is your one-stop source for all your automotive and heavy-duty air conditioning parts, supplies, and equipment. They're family-owned and have been the Valley's go-to for all your auto AC needs since 1982. Whether it's for your everyday or vintage car, commercial, or off-road vehicle or equipment, APAC has you covered. Call APAC, AA-PAK, the AC experts at 602-254-1116 and ask for the Varsity Special to get 10% off your purchase.
All right, we're back here on the Friday Night Live show and the Varsity Sports Show. And now we have Ryan Gaylor, who's going to be previewing we were at the game commentating last night for Brophy and Saguaro. Ryan, how are you? That's awesome. Yeah, I'm sorry about the audio. I'm at the Desert Edge game right now, but let's talk about Saguaro for a second. Not a great game for them overall, but for Brophy, it was a fantastic performance. What do you think about that?
And his brother Chaz. Highlights include 4 letters of varsity football and baseball and being on the honor roll.
It doesn't appear that Ryan's got audio going right now. You may need to check your settings there, Ryan. Ethan, why don't you give us a quick recap of last night's game? Just some observations, top performers on both sides of the ball. I know obviously Devin Fitzgerald had a big game, but what can you tell us about last night? Ethan, unmute your mic there, Ethan. I was just since you were at last night's Saguaro Brophy game, can you give us kind of a recap of last night's game? Okay. All right. Ryan, how about you? Is your audio working? It is not. Okay. Well, with that being said, we are going to transition. We'll come back. Ryan, we don't have you right now for whatever reason. Ethan, we don't have you either audio-wise. So let's send it back to Jasmine, who's going to welcome Niall Rosenberg. Let's get Jasmine and Niall. Take it away, Jasmine.
Niall, good evening. How you doing?
Good. How are you? Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. So you were at Mountain View last night. That was a big blowout, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, definitely. So the first play of the entire game, the kickoff return was fumbled, led to a quick Toros touchdown, and they just kept their foot right on the gas pedal. It was 42-0 at the end of the first quarter, 56-0 at the end of the first half. And man, the defense was all over the place. I believe 7 turnovers just that entire game, and they really showed how physical and how well they're playing currently.
That's crazy. And if I'm not mistaken, you were play-by-play last night, right?
I was, yes.
So whose names have you been calling a lot?
Oh, it was a bunch of guys. The first quarter, really, it was Taylor Arnett and Brady Goodman. That duo really played well. Coy Bodley had a couple rushing touchdowns, but they pulled those guys after the first quarter. They had the lead, didn't want them to get injured. Steve Meadow, the backup running back, came in. He had a couple touchdowns and a pass deflection on the defensive side, and on the rest of the offense, it was really Aiden Sanchez, the third string running back. He got himself a touchdown. So they just ran the ball all over them. I believe they had 6 rushing touchdowns.
And what was your favorite moment of the game, your personal favorite?
Oh, they had a blocked punt in the second half that was just beautifully executed. They beat both blockers. I love when special teams can really go out and play. It's the phase that everybody forgets about. But just a brilliant play that led to another Toros touchdown.
Great. That sounds so good. Well, thank you so much, Niall, for this.
Thank you.
Recap. Have a good night and happy Halloween.
Thank you too.
All right. Niall Rosenberg. Love working with Niall. Does a great job for us. We're going to try Ryan again. Ryan, can you hear us now?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Oh, there he is. Okay, Ryan. So, Ryan, you had a chance to cover last night's Saguaro Brophy game, and it was a big game. It was a big matchup. Unfortunately, it was a little lopsided at the end. Was it that throughout the game? Was it a little closer than what it seemed? Give us kind of a breakdown.
No, it was pretty much Brophy from start to finish. And as Ethan could attest to, that it was Brophy's special teams that played a big part. The opening kickoff, they had Ryder Noche return a touchdown for Brophy. And then they also had I think it was later in the first quarter, they had a block punt that resulted in a safety. So their special teams are putting pressure on Saguaro's special teams, and that made a big difference throughout the game.
So big players on both sides of the ball. You mentioned Ryan Noche. I mean, Devin Fitzgerald. Any stats kind of jump out at you?
Yeah, so Fitzgerald had 5 receptions for 110 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he had two of the touchdowns he had were yards after catch touchdowns, where he pretty much had like at least 40 yards each, where he was making a play on both of those.
Wow. Amazing. Big night. What about the Saguaro offense? I know they've been rotating quarterbacks and obviously the score being what it was, or it wasn't much offense, but were they moving the ball?
Yes, they had opportunities where at the end of the first half, they had a field goal opportunity, but the field goal was hit off the crossbar, so it was just short. And then their first possession coming out of the third quarter, they got the ball to start the half, and they had it got tipped by Brophy, but it hit the crossbar again where it was short. So they had 2 field goals that hit the crossbar and was short that could have eventually gave them 6 points.
Okay. Well, thanks so much for your reporting, Ryan. Great job out there last night, and you'll be back at it tomorrow night. So thanks again, Ryan Gaylord, who covered Saguaro and Brophy. Let's take it on out now, and we are going to welcome back Ethan Troll. Ethan, we got you back.
Yes, we did. I apologize
Right.
for the technical difficulties there.
No, and with that, we're going to send it out to Las Vegas, and Ansley Pavicek is going to join us, who had a big playoff, first round of the playoffs last night out in Vegas. So, Ansley.
Hey guys, how are you doing tonight? Happy Halloween.
Yeah, we're doing really good. So you're out there, and the Lutheran Crusaders are now 3-3 on the road. And now, what makes them so good on the road, considering that they're pretty well balanced and actually have more wins away than they have at home?
Yeah, I think it's just setting their defensive straight. When they played Desert Oasis had a really good home record, being 4-0. So I think just them setting straight, knowing, probably when you go to on the road, you're going to be the underdogs, but they did a really great job, both sides of the ball, to come out with a dominant win.
Yeah, and with that dominant win, a part of it was they only put up 14 points in the first half, but then they put 21 up in the third quarter. How were they able to do that?
Well, I think first of all, you got to give credit to their defense. They totally pressured the quarterback of Desert Oasis, and they sacked him 9 times.
Oh
and
my
that
God.
really set up their run game. Their run game, Faith Lutheran is a very run dominant team, and that gave them to especially our player of the game, Justin Robbins, who had 3 touchdowns, as you mentioned. Those first 2 touchdowns were from Justin Robbins himself, but that really opened up their run game too.
That's great. Thank you so much again for joining on, and I appreciate all the hard work you've been doing for us.
No problem. Thank you guys.
Yeah, of course. All right, Jasmine. What do we have next?
We have Marla next, also from Las Vegas. Marla, happy Halloween. Good evening. So you were at Mundo Silverado versus Clark yesterday, and it looked like a pretty exciting game. Tell me about it.
Yeah, there was a lot of offense in this game. It was probably one of the most exciting offenses battles I've seen between the two teams. They were really neck and neck all game long. Silverado was the higher seed. They were a 5 seed, and Clark was the 10 seed. And Silverado was led by Armani Combs, the running back, also Logan Lane, another running back. And then Silverado was led by those two. And Clark was led by Andre Pollard, 4-star recruit. He's committed to Washington.
That's so exciting. And you were field correspondent, so can you tell me a little bit about the energy on the field that was going on during the game?
Yeah, it was really such a hyped game. Both teams brought their bands out. They were both really excited, and the home crowd didn't like some of the calls. You could hear them getting visibly upset, but it was a really nice outing for both sides.
That's really cool to hear, with some really, really good prospects over there. Thank you so much, Mala, for this little recap, and have a good night. Happy Halloween.
Have a good night, guys.
And Ethan, we'll throw it back to you. Who's up next?
Well, we got Jordan Paulette with Northwestern Christian versus Paradise Honors recap. Jordan, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. Had a great time at the game last night for the senior night and everything.
That's awesome. So can you give me a description of how the game went overall?
Yeah, overall, Northwest Christian was really in control. It was senior night, so the fans played a big factor in the game. And Paradise Christian really just rode that momentum start to finish. They were up 28-7 at half, and they never looked back.
My goodness, that's amazing to put up that many points in the first half. How were they able to do that and finish out the game strong?
I mean, they had a brotherly connection at wide receiver and quarterback, so that was always good. But also, we had their player of the game on offense. So really everyone, from the run game to the receivers to the tight ends, everyone was able to do it from a team effort. But on defense, they only gave up 2 real touchdowns on offense. The first half touchdown that I talked about earlier, that was off special teams. So their defense also did a great job.
That's awesome, especially when you have team wins like that. You're going to finish out strong. Thank you so much. Thank you again, Jordan, for coming on here for a little bit of time and recapping the game. Appreciate it a lot. All right, we're going to go to a commercial break now. We'll be right back.
It's Friday Night Live with Vince, pregame, postgame show. Your destination for top high school football previews and wrap-ups with Vince and his team. Buckle up and hang on for Friday Night Live. Hey fans, Vince with the Varsity Sports Show. You've had the rest. Now treat yourself to the best Japanese grill in Arizona. It's the Boss. Boss Bachi Japanese Grill in Mesa. Grilled shrimp, steak, and all the best veggies with or without a twist of spice. Sure to please everyone. Dine in or take out. Located at University and Country Club in Mesa. Open daily. 602-859-3759. The Boss. Boss Bachi. Hablamos Español.
What's up, everybody? It's Rob Blackney, Medicine in Motion, out here in Paris. We're here at the Roland Garros.
Thank you for listening to the Varsity Sports Show. Our mission is to empower education and enable dreams, creating a platform to promote young people in extracurricular activities and community outreach. If you are interested in partnering up with the Varsity Sports Show, find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or call or text us at 480-779-9437. The Varsity Sports Show, Arizona's home for youth, high school, college, and you. Welcome back to Friday Night Live pregame show. Guys, enjoy the rest of the evening. A lot of great high school football action. There are going to be a lot of great games going on out there as we wrap up the regular season and also welcome in the postseason, at least for one game that we're covering down in Tucson. A lot of good stuff. And make sure you come back at 10 p.m. for the postgame show. And I got a date with this guy tonight here being Halloween. So on behalf of our amazing team, Jasmine Dickmans, Ethan Troll, Vince Alicio, we'll see you at 10 o'clock here on Friday Night Live. It's Friday Night Live with Vince, pregame, postgame show. Your destination for top high school football previews and wrap-ups with Vince and his team. Buckle up and hang on for Friday Night Live.